Hello, my name is Joshua and thank you very much for purchasing my Hex Wing. This will be a short video tutorial on how to correctly assemble it. So we'll start off then by removing the Hex Wing from its box. We have a Platinum Edition here with 2 Hex Wings and spare buttons. First of all, we want to remove the buttons from the actual Hex Wing itself. So we want to do this as carefully as possible by pulling either corner of the button like so until it releases from the actual columns here. Take your Razer Viper PCB, make sure the scroll wheel is attached, and we want to angle it slightly over the top of the standoff, and it should just slot and slide down over as easy as that. The next part is to make sure that we've correctly assembled the PCB to the actual shell. There's a little bit of a gap there on top of that standoff. If you push down, you'll notice a nice little satisfying click, and now that PCB is secure to the Hex Wing shell. Take your button, again focusing on the actual columns themselves here. There's 2 sets of columns either side, like so. We want to simply slot down the button on top of those, or between those. So we're going to try and do this whilst looking at the light, guys. There we go. So once you've slotted them in lightly, simply put your thumb on either side like so and push down, and you hear a nice satisfying click, and there we go. That is now assembled. You could potentially, if you wanted to, use this without any screws at all. I've just assembled this mouse without any screws. But if you do want to add some screws for more support, take your current V2 Pro screws. I think they're M2 screws. Sorry, it's very hard to do this on camera. They're really tiny screws. M2 I believe they're called. Now you can, if you want to, occupy all three screws on the front and 1 on the back. But in my case, all I do is just occupy the 2 front and 1 at the rear. Screw in the actual M screws lightly. Don't do them too tight, otherwise you'll end up damaging the button. The tighter you do them, you'll notice the more resistance you have on the button itself. And then we want to use the last screw to do the rear here. So once this is tight enough, you shouldn't notice any movement at all in the PCB. So keep screwing it in until the PCB is secure. And one little cool little feature here with the design is, if you notice on the back here we got the button to change the DPI. Well, all you gotta simply do is just push down in the corner of the actual PCB. As you can see, it's changing the DPI nicely, and it's a very satisfying click, to be honest with you. Look, like so. So simply squeeze this side here like that, and you can change the DPI on the fly. And that's it, guys. You've now fully assembled your Hex Wing. I'm quite proud of this design. I mean, if you want to, you could go the extra mile. You could remove the actual scroll wheel encoder itself if you want to on the button, and you can get it down to, say, about, I think this is 23 grams. This one with a custom battery with a scroll wheel attached is 25 grams. If you use the current Razer Viper battery, I believe it's an extra 2.5 grams on that. So you can still have a 27 grams, 28 gram mouse, which is, again, so light. You don't need to go any lighter than that. It's ridiculous to go any lighter. But this is the clicks on that one. This is the clicks on that one. This is the clicks on a Razer Viper. And this is the clicks on a Superlight. Again, thank you very much, guys, for supporting the Hex Wing project. I really hope you like it. I'm constantly improving the design, so please, if you got any questions or you want to upgrade it in any way, I try to make it as modular as possible, because I've done so many different variants of the Hex Wing now. I want to make it as modular as possible and easy as possible for you guys. So again, please contact me if you got any questions. Thank you.